Hi, welcome back. This is Rakesh Naik. Today we are going to discuss about the second part of operations on DFA. But before we start, a small information I'd like to share. In this channel, we produce every video in two different languages, Hindi as well as in English. And if you want to watch this video in Hindi, kindly follow the link given in the description. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe and press the bell icon so that you will get regular updates from this channel. So, let us start. In the previous videos of operation on DFA, we have discussed regarding union operation, concatenation operation, reversal operation and complement operation. Today we are going to discuss about some more operations. And all those operations are based on cross product. The cross product or the Cartesian product is the operation that returns the set of multiple sets. That is, for a set A and B, the Cartesian product is denoted by A cross B, and the set of all order pair A and B where A belongs to A and B belongs to B. So mathematically we can denote it like this. A cross B is nothing but a order pair A and B where A belongs to A and B belongs to B. For example, you can see here if A is a set containing two elements 1 and 2 and B is another set containing two elements 3 and 4, then their cross product will be 1 3, 1 4, 2 3 and 2 4. So this is the basic knowledge we must have before we start. Let us see about intersection operation. Basically, set theory also the intersection operation is there, and it is exactly same here also. If S1 and S2 are two sets and X is any element belongs to S1 intersection S2, then we can say X belongs to S1 as well as X belongs to S2. It is same in case of languages also. If L1 and L2 are two languages, then the DFA of L1 intersection L2 has both the final states of L1 as well as for L2. Let us try to understand this with the help of an example. Design a DFA over 0 and 1 such that the automata accept even number of zeros and even number of ones. So we have already discussed this automata, that how that even number of zeros are getting accepted. I hope you understood this. Similarly, we have already discussed the same DFA accepting even number of ones. So this is the DFA that accept even number of ones. And if we want to take the cross product, in first automata we are having sets Q0 and Q1. In second automata we are having sets Q2 and Q3. So we are writing here A is Q0 Q1 and B is Q2 Q3. And if we want to take the cross product, we'll have Q0 Q2, Q0 Q3, Q1 Q2 and Q1 Q3. So in our new DFA, and these are my states. So let us see. So taking these as new states, we have to identify the transition over the input symbols 0 and 1. So on Q0 Q2, if I want to find the transition on 0, so Q0 on 0, it goes to Q1 and Q2 on 0 goes to Q2. So if I'll take the union, Q0 Q2 on 0 goes to Q1 Q2. So this will be the transition. Similarly, if I want to have a transition on the state Q0 Q2, if I give the input symbol 1. So Q0 on 1 goes to Q0 itself and Q2 on 1 goes to Q3. So if I take the union, Q0 Q2 on 1 goes to Q0 Q3. So this is the transition that we'll get. Similarly, on Q0 Q3, if the 0 transition is discussed, I can see Q0 on 0 is Q1, Q3 on 0 is Q3. So Q0 Q3 on 0 goes to Q1 Q3. So this is the transition. Similarly, Q0 Q3, if I'll take the input symbol 1, so it will go to the state with Q0 Q2. Similarly, if I take another state Q1 and Q2, this is the state on given 0 and on giving 1. What are the transitions that we have to see? So Q1 on 0, it goes to Q0 and Q2 on 0 goes to Q2. So Q1 Q2 on 0 goes to Q0 Q2. So this is the transition we need to write. Similarly, Q1, Q3 on 0. Q1 on 0 goes to Q0 and Q3 on 0 goes to Q3. So Q1, Q3 on 0 goes to Q0, Q3. So this is the transition we have to show. So on the state Q1, Q3, if I'll give the input symbol 1, then what are the transition? So Q1 on 1 goes to Q1 and Q3 on 1 goes to Q2. So putting together Q1, Q3 on 1 goes to Q1, Q2. So this is the transition. So on all the states, all the input symbols are discussed. Now we have to find what are the starting state and what are the final state. The starting state of both the DFAs become the starting state of the combined DFA. So Q0 here is the starting state, Q2 here is the starting state, and when we combine, Q0, Q2 is the starting state, and here this is the state. So we will be having Q0, Q2 as a starting state. Now talking about final state. Now you can see Q1, Q2 are two languages, and the DFA of Q1, Q2 both has final state of Q1 and Q2. Now in DFA 1, you will be having Q0 as the final state, and in DFA 2, Q2 is the final state. And when we are taking their cross product, these are the states we are having. So out of these states, both the states having final state is having identified by only one state, that is Q0, Q2. So Q0, Q2 becomes the final state in the combined DFA. I hope you understood this, how to do intersection operation using cross product. So let us see the union operation. The union operation, as we have seen in our last video also, the definition is like this. If X is any element belongs to A union B, then X belongs to A or X belongs to B. So in order to find the DFA for this, we need to find the acceptable state. So union of language L1 and union of language L2 is the DFA in which L1 is accepted or L2 is accepted. Let us see how. We have already taken these two DFAs and we have already seen their cross product. So L1 and L2 both are accepted. What is the meaning of that? So when we are taking the cross product, we are having these many states. Q0 is the final state in first DFA and Q2 is the final state in second DFA. So which are the terms where either Q0 or Q2 appear? So these are the terms where either Q0 or Q2 are appearing. So in our DFA, so this will be our final states. If the question is find the even number of zeros or find even number of ones, then this will be our DFA. Let us see one more operation, that is difference. Here also the difference is same as in set theory. If I want to find A minus B, then I have to take an element X, and the X is supposed to be in A and not in B. Same way here, if I want to find the difference of language L1 and L2, then the DFA must accept the final state of L1 but rejects L2. So let us assume that the two DFAs are these two. So in order to find the final state, the difference of L1 and L2 will get the DFA where L1 supposed to be accepted and L2 supposed to be rejected. Now when we take the cross product, we are having these many states. Now you can see here Q0 is accepted and here Q3 is rejected. So in the final state, we'll get Q0, Q3 as the accepted state for this difference operations. So in our combined DFA, Q0, Q3 becomes the final state of this particular DFA. I hope you understood what is cross product and how to perform operation using cross product. If you understood, give me a like and share among your friends. In our next video, we are going to talk about NFS. So see you in our next video. Till then, take care. Bye.